Okay, so this is the PowerPoint I've made. Incentives, proposed changes to diver poll incentives. That's the key because with the changes coming, with getting rid of CPG and on-premise not really having a tool for features, recaps are still going to have to be submitted. And they used to be submitted on the 5th business day of the month when I took over, and I didn't touch them until about the 10th or 15th business day. So I moved to the 10th business day, and the DMs really love that because it gives them time to actually verify everything and get them in. So, I mean, that is a change we could talk about making. So this is our current process. So the incentive ends on 2/28. I spend all of March rolling up February incentives. I then submit those the 5th business day of the month. So I'd submit them in April, and the 5th business day in April is on the 6th. And then they get it on their 4/27 paycheck because it's always on the last paycheck of the month. And that's about 58 days from the time that the incentive ended to the time that they see the money on their paycheck. This is what their current summaries look like. They go out about the 12th business day, depending on when I get their recaps in. And if there's issues with their recaps, it goes out later. Like this month, people didn't have their CBI recaps into CPG. And this is what it normally looks like. I tell them this is their blank month incentive summaries. If there are issues, they're due on this day. I let them know that CBI summaries were being held, so that's why they weren't seeing it in their summary. And then I have a list of all their incentive paychecks to know, so they can know when they're going to expect this. So they're going to see these January incentive pay on their March 30th paycheck. And this is my proposed change: is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, send out a live incentive total to the DMs in Excel and PDF. I got the tools that make it very easy to send out both of them separated by the DM. This is what the Excel version would look like. I could attach it to the email. And on here, it has the date, the start of the month, end of the month, how many ship days were in the month, and how many they have left from the time I sent out their this email, and whatever holidays. And I have that in there because it's part of the formula that calculates the ship days and the days left. But it's also good information for them. And these are the feedbacks I got from DM sending it back. Blaine has been a huge asset in incentives and pointing out issues. So to have him say that this looks great, that's going to make it easier for reps and managers to keep track, and that it's a step in the right direction, that's great. Kelly, her team has always questioned what they're going to get paid on. So sending this out actually helps motivate their team, and she loves it. Teague, while he's not a DM, he has been an asset the whole time I've been in this role with letting me know feedback from the field on what's going on and what's not working. So he says this looks good. And Evan says this is fantastic. Now, Teague and Evan also were the ones that suggested that they have it split down to the DM level or by suppliers, which is why I've made this new change look very similar to the one that I send out monthly to the one that I would send out every other day. And that also, when I sent this out, Kelly Rhodes, Mark Steiner, Wally DeKiki, and John Moore did not want me to send this directly to the sales reps. So that's why I've also had it back down to the DMs. And I had sent it out, asked a couple, asking if they prefer Excel or PDF, and it's about split the same. So that's why I don't have a problem sending out both of them. It makes everybody happy. And so this would be the possible change is if in February, I'm tracking the incentives that end in February. I've already done all the roll up. It's ready for billing. We could potentially send this to payroll sooner. So February ends on the 28th. I've already spent all of February rolling them up. So then I could have it to payroll by March 7th, and they could have it on their last paycheck of the month, which is March 30th. There's 3 paychecks this month. So we go from an average of about 58 days from the time the incentive ends to the time they see the money to an average of 26 days. Now you can see the June to July is a quick turnaround, whereas the February to March is a longer turnaround. And that's just because there's 3 paychecks in that month. The same with the July to August. There's 3 paychecks in August as well. This is how I came to the changes. That I had a meeting with Team Lee and Team Probose. I've also had lots of conversations with Kirk Johnson and Mark Best. So I've had on and off premise. I also got an iPad to test out different features, different tools and ways to send it out to reps because they're the ones with the iPads. So right now this is only to a DM level. Now I have talked to IT, and I could make a folder in OneDrive for each rep or each team. And then they could just go to OneDrive and get the folder themselves, and they wouldn't get an email, so that we're not pushing so much information out onto them. Or if we made one for each rep, I feel like there might be a chance for mess up. So right now I just have it emailing to the DMs. I also sent out a beta version, which looked a little bit different than this. It had all the information about the incentive on it. And that's where the feedback came back, that everyone could see too much of the payouts, that it wasn't sorted by suppliers, that it was a lot for the reps to look through, to just say, okay, this is what I've made so far. I can go out and make more. And then I also held an incentive webinar with a link to survey, so that people could send me what they thought the issues were with incentives, and I could explain to them how the incentive process worked and policies. So that's the end of it.